Long ago, in the heart of the arid savannah, there lived a young girl named Mary, an orphan. Her parents had died when she was but a baby, and though the village elders had raised her, the feeling of being alone, of not knowing her true family, weighed heavily on her. She felt like an outsider, a shadow among the living, and often wandered to the outskirts of the village, seeking solace in the wilderness. One day, as the sun set and bathed the land in gold, Mary wandered further than usual. She approached the towering mighty tree, a giant that loomed over the village, rumored to be older than time itself. The tree was sacred, its roots thought to touch the world of spirits. Mary had always been drawn to it, but tonight was different. There was something strange in the air, an energy she could not ignore. As she stepped closer, she noticed a faint glow emanating from the base of the tree, as though the earth itself was coming alive. She hesitated, then reached out to touch the rough bark. Suddenly, a voice like thunder echoed through the air, making her stumble back. "Mary, my daughter." Mary gasped, her heart racing.
Who's there?"
The voice was deep, ancient, filled with longing. "It is I, Martins, your father." Mary stared at the tree, disbelief flooding her.
"My father?"
she whispered.
"That's impossible, you died."
"I did not die, child," the voice rumbled. "I was cursed, trapped in this tree by dark magic. The one who cursed me and killed your mother wanted to erase my legacy, to bury the truth of my existence. But I live, bound to this ancient tree. And now, after all these years, you have come." Mary's legs trembled as she stepped closer, her voice barely above a whisper.
You're really my father?"
"Yes, Mary." The voice responded, gentler now. "I have watched you from the day you were born. I have longed to reach you, but the curse held me in silence until now. You are no longer a child. The time has come for you to break the spell that binds me." Mary's heart pounded with a mix of fear and hope.
How do I break the curse?"
Martin's voice grew heavy. "You must seek the feather of the skyhawk, a sacred bird that soars in the mountains beyond the savannah. With it, you can free me from this prison. But know this, Kaimo, the sorcerer who cursed me, will try to stop you. He is filled with malice, and his eyes are upon you now." Mary felt a shiver run down her spine.
"Kaimo, why did he curse you? Why trap you here?"
"I was once the greatest hunter in these lands, known for my skills and wisdom. Kaimo envied my power and feared that I would lead our people one day. He used dark magic to imprison me before you were born. But he didn't count on you, Mary. You are my only hope." Mary clenched her fists, her eyes filled with resolve.
"I will do it. I will find the feather and break the curse."
Mary's voice softened. "Be brave, my daughter. The journey will be perilous, but I believe in you." With her father's words echoing in her heart, Mary set off the next morning. The savannah stretched endlessly before her, its golden grasses swaying in the wind, but the mountains loomed far in the distance, their peaks lost in the clouds. The journey was grueling, through scorching heat, freezing nights, and dangerous animals that roamed the wilderness. But Mary pressed on, driven by the hope of meeting her father face to face. One night, as she rested by a small fire, a dark cloud began to form above her, swirling and crackling with energy. Mary stood, her heart thundering, as the shape of a tall, cloaked figure emerged from the mist. His eyes glowed red, filled with malice.
"Kaimo."
Mary whispered, recognizing the sorcerer immediately. "So, the orphan girl thinks she can break my curse," Kaimo sneered, his voice like venom. "You are wasting your time, child. You will never reach the skyhawk." Mary's fear threatened to consume her, but she stood tall, her voice steady.
"I will free my father, no matter what you do. You can't stop me."
Kaimo laughed, the sound echoing through the night. "Your father was a fool, and you are even more foolish for believing you can stand against me. Turn back now, or you will join him in a fate worse than death."
"I am my father's daughter,"
Mary said firmly, stepping forward.
"and I will never turn back."
The sorcerer's face twisted in rage, and with a wave of his hand, the ground beneath Mary's feet trembled, splitting open. But Mary leaped across the chasm, her heart racing as she ran into the night, refusing to let Kaimo's threats break her spirit. Finally, after many days of travel, Mary reached the mountain peak where the skyhawk nested. The sacred bird, with feathers as bright as the sun, perched atop a cliff, its piercing eyes locked on her. Mary knelt before it, holding her breath as the bird spread its wings wide, the air vibrating with power. It tilted its head, then gracefully dropped one glowing feather into her outstretched hand. As she held the feather, Mary felt a surge of strength and determination. She hurried back to the sacred tree where her father was held captive, the weight of her journey heavy in her bones but her spirit unbroken. When she returned, the villagers had gathered, sensing something extraordinary was about to unfold. With trembling hands, Mary pressed the feather against the tree's bark. The ground shook, and a brilliant light erupted from the tree, illuminating the entire village. The air buzzed with ancient magic as the tree's massive roots began to untangle from the curse that bound them. From the light, Martens emerged, tall, strong, and proud. His eyes, filled with love, met Mary's. "My brave daughter," he said, his voice choked with emotion. "You have freed me." Immediately Martens was freed, great thunder struck Kaimo's house and he died. Mary ran to him, tears streaming down her face.
I did it, Father. I freed you.
Martens smiled, his hands cupping her face. "Yes, you did. And you have shown the strength and courage of a true leader." As the light from the tree faded, Martens hugged his daughter and said, "You will never be alone again, Mary. I will always be with you, guiding you as you lead our people." Mary stood beneath the tree, her heart filled with peace. She was no longer the orphan girl. She was the daughter of Martens, the one who had defeated a curse and reclaimed her place in the world. And from that day forward, the village flourished, with Mary as its wise and fearless leader, her father by her side supporting her. Moral lessons. 1. Mary's journey teaches us that true courage is not the absence of fear but the determination to face and overcome challenges. 2. Mary's perseverance throughout her arduous journey shows that persistence and determination can overcome even the most powerful obstacles, like Kaimo's curse. Giving up would have meant defeat, but she pressed on to achieve her goal. 3. Self-discovery and leadership. Mary's quest to find her father also serves as a journey of self-discovery. By completing the quest, she finds not only her father but also her strength, wisdom, and the ability to lead her people. This underscores the idea that through trials, we often find our true purpose. 4. Never underestimate the weak. This lesson warns against underestimating others based on their circumstances. Strength comes from within, and appearances can be deceiving. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook pages. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the notification bell to be notified when a new video is posted. Thanks and God bless you.